Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Back to the channel. I am so happy to be here with you. Yes, Randy, you were first. I saw you. Shout out your city, your country, your providence, your vibe, your tribe. Hopefully, it's right here. And I'm kind of getting the vibe that every time I use this particular streaming service, there's always some little hiccups. That's why sometimes I just go to Zoom because I notice Zoom doesn't have all these lags and all of these things. But so let me know if everything's okay. Yes, Randy, good. Audio wise, visualize, and there's not like a lag or anything. Thank you. I told you guys I was gonna get a bob. I told you I was gonna cut it. I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it. But thank you very much. All right, let's go ahead. No lag. Lovely. Come on, internet gods. Come on. What we're gonna do, guys. Now, mind you, I'm gonna try to do this in 40 minutes because your girl got stuff to do, right? But this is picking off from our last video when I don't know, something was coming up about Kent, right, in the last video where we were doing about Erika, Kirk, and how this whole smear campaign or possibly even death, girl, might happen to Tucker, right? And it's all just to get to Candace Owens, right? There was something interesting that came up. There was a source was putting an emphasis on the word Kent. We're gonna, go back to that video of the Chucky movie, guys. The Child's Play movies has already outlined the whole psyop with Erika and Charlie Kirk. Remember in the last video we did 2 days ago, what we really found with Charlie Kirk was oscillating in between two different timelines, in between, his consciousness was in two places at once. One within Tyler, the guy they said who did it. So, but he didn't, of course. And then one within himself. We were seeing some interesting astrological thing happen, some sort of timeline convergent happening. And I think Charlie Kirk's consciousness, which has done the switcheroo and the body swapping, soul swapping, all of these celebrities have for a very long time. I think during this time, his soul actually got free, meaning I think he's tapped into his sovereignty. And this is the only true way back to source, right? So a lot of other celebrities can, and politicians and elites can follow his path. Okay. I want to say that. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tahirah, Mother of the Ages. I am a supernatural quantum telepathic healer, guys. I do past life regression therapy, guys, and the creator of the quantum telepathic healing modalities. I will have to say right now we are in our quantum telepathic healing and psychic development course. Week 2 is in the can. Beautiful, guys. I am so proud of each and every one of you guys. Oh my goodness, guys. The first week we were learning Reiki and energy medicine. We even went into pranic healing. Everyone's just so advanced here. And this week, and we started building back more with our Reiki, with our chromotherapy. We started tapping in to our telepathy, our psychokinesis. We opened our psychic channels. Yesterday was a very powerful energy. We opened our third eye activation, and everyone was like, they could feel the throbbing in the third eye. Sorry, someone's even bracelet broke. There was just a lot of energy being moved throughout that space because, you guys, when you enroll in this, your higher self, your spirit guide source, the class has already started, right? And there was a lot of energy there. And I am so proud of you guys. Every single person is psychic. Every single person is channeling, and it just keeps getting better. And be sure you guys complete that quiz today while it's still in your mind. And I will see you next week where we ground into a little bit of traditional Chinese medicine, chakras, healing the deficiency, energies through the chakras, and tapping into what sort of dis-ease or pain bodies inside of the body correlate with unbalanced chakras, guys. Okay, let go. I got that out of the way. There are some links down below, everyone. There's a lot of people asking more about working one-on-one long-term with me, I do have an Ascension program. I sometimes forget to mention this, but it has been transformational. It's a 6 weeks program, and I build you custom sessions. It's where we get to spend intimate time together, just you and I, for several hours and for 6 weeks, where we are going through all 5 bodies of consciousness, guys, where we are truly, truly healing, guys, on a quantum level, everyone. So there's a link down below if you'd like to book a free consultation. But essentially, we're going through the 5 bodies of consciousness, right? Where we're going through the spiritual body, the mental body, the emotional body, the energy body. We start to talk about the quantum currency. How do you align yourself with the infinite, field that is, right? And so we get to explore, we get to discover, we get to reorganize these templates and life force and expand that. And we get to the event. I don't care what kind of healing journey you're on. If you don't find out what the event is, you're going to be cycling back the same energy, because the energy has not been expanded so that you can see and learn the lessons from it. So this is what I do in a lot of the hypnosis. We're going to spend time together in hypnosis. I'm going to do energy medicine, right? I'm going to do shamanic healing and all of the things, right? The light language and all of that. But the event is what we're looking for. It is where the original infliction started. A lot of time is past life, right? Sometimes it starts in the childhood. Some of these memories are blocked. I'm going to teach you how to unblock those. I'm going to be giving you guys a lot of quantum healing tools along the way, things that you won't find, online. These are things from my own experience. I've never asked you guys to do anything I haven't done myself. I went on my own soul pilgrimage for over 25 years, and this is the outcome from it. So you're getting the over 25 years worth of knowledge that I have. So thank you guys so very much. Let go, let go, let go. Like the video, guys, and subscribe to this frequency. This is an absolute frequency. Sister Gail, welcome in. Welcome in, Sister Gail. Sorry, I didn't really see you in the Cosmic Ministry the other day. I saw you, but like you guys were showing up small because I had myself highlighted, and then your picture went away as they start to move. So my girl, Sister Gail, she always supports this channel. Thank you so very much for being here and being in the Cosmic Ministry. And you guys want to enroll in our Patreons, the Cosmic Ministry, where we can support each other. And that's still being built out. And it's really going to be whatever it is that we want to make it. So you guys are creating this along with me. So the Patreon link is down below. Thank you for supporting me, especially in my time of need, everyone. And you guys are a blessing. Sister Sonia, Jazzy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Randy, and thank you for assisting me, Sister Sonia, always with everything you do. Really love that. Thank you so much. Nisi, 8FYX. I know I missed some of those letters. Bridget, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Randy and Shadala. Hopefully I said that right. Okay, guys, let's get into this. Now, let me just bring up a few things here because something is happening. And I don't know what this channel will be. I've only seen that there's something popping off. And I don't know how Source is going to bring this all together, but this is the confidence that I have, really. It's not really in my abilities. It's really, truly in Source and the communication line that we have open, right, through our etheric cord. So let me go ahead and show you guys. This popped up for me the other day. This video is really 3 days behind. It really is. So I hate when it's not a real-time channel because I love being in real time. But, nevertheless, I am here today. So let me pull this up really quickly. And I want you to pay attention to a specific name that's mentioned. Kent. Let's just watch this.
Investigating as part of an outbreak in Kent has risen by 5 to 20.
It comes ahead of thousands of students in the region being offered a vaccine against meningitis today as part of efforts to control the outbreak. It has so far claimed 2 lives. Well, the Health Secretary, Wes Streeting, joins us now. Good morning to you, Mr. Streeting. Let's go straight in with the
morning.
latest situation and those new figures that were released by the UK Health Security Agency.
Yeah, so first and foremost, my heart goes out to the families of those 2 young people who've tragically died. And I cannot begin to imagine what they're going through. And because those 2 cases throw into sharp relief in the most painful way how serious meningococcal disease can be, there is understandable concern about what this means in terms of risk to others. So let me just tell you where we are and what we're doing. As of this morning, we've got 9 confirmed cases, another 11 suspected cases. We are concentrated on the outbreak and the links to club chemistry in Canterbury, and in particular, the risk to people who were there on the 5th, 6th and 7th of March. There are a few things that people can take some reassurance from. Firstly, in all of the cases, from the very first case we became aware of on Friday night into the early hours of Saturday morning, we've been actively tracing the contacts of those cases and proactively offering antibiotics, which are extremely effective. So in over 90% of cases, this is an effective treatment, and we have been proactively and in a preventative way offering those antibiotics to close contacts.
Okay, let me just stop it right there, because we're not watching the whole thing at all. I just want to point out that this is happening in Kent, right? This is happening in Kent. And Kent, I believe, is it part of London for my the ones of you that are from London? Miss Sonia, is it part of London? And did they not say it happened after a vax? Frozen. Oh. Kent Fransvey. Yes, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Is it still frozen outside of London? Thank you. I'm okay now. Okay. This happens every time I'm on this streaming service. I don't like it. I might just go back to Zoom, but I like all this, but it always happens, right? So anywho, guys, pay attention to Kent. Pay attention to the last video where we were examining the Chucky or the Child's Play psyop, because this whole thing was in a movie. They've already let you know what they're about to do. I find it very interesting that this is happening right outside of London. What did I say? I channeled this last week. I said there is some energy leading me to London, to England, and then right to like London area. So there's something brewing there. I said this last week or the week before that. And now we have this situation popping up. I want to continue to show you guys a few things here. Now, let's listen to it like this.
Against this meningitis outbreak happening in the UK, and it's officially been declared as a national incident, which means that this is very serious. Many people have also passed away because of this new strain of meningitis, and because it's a new strain from 2015 onwards, only children were given a vaccine against this. So a plethora of people, including me, have not been vaccinated against this different strain of meningitis, which is proving to be very different and dangerous. Meningitis is something that you do not play with, that would take you out so quickly. It is a very dangerous disease. And there are conversations about how COVID basically weakened us to these strains, and that this specific outbreak that is happening at Kent University was unfortunately not contained. People have passed away. A young baby in London also now has this level of meningitis, and she is being contained and she's been looked after. But in London, they are declaring this as a national incident. It is very scary indeed with what is going on.
Thank you. So one thing he pointed out is that, typically you only get vaccinated when you're a child. What does it sound like to you guys? Does it sound like we might need another round of vaxes here in a moment? Does it sound like we might need another round of vaxes, that they are setting the stage for another worldwide pandemic. Also, I'm a conscious channeler. Sorry, I'm just getting all this, so I'm just going to let it on out. So as you remember, maybe, I don't know, 8 months ago or so, I started talking about the crash heard around the world, that this is what they're looking to do, is to crash the markets. And even in the Cosmic Ministry the other day, I know Miss Sonia was channeling about that 1929 timeline, where it was like that Great Depression crash energy. That is a viable timeline for the elites. These people, not people. Disembodied spirits, yes, absolutely. All they're doing is they are timeline jumping, and then they will seed energy inside of a particular timeline to like make it, larger than what it is. And then you take the bait, you start energetically aligning yourself to the 1929 timeline or to the meningitis timeline, because I think, if I can recall, that this happened before. There was a large meningitis outbreak. Someone look that up. When was there a large meningitis outbreak? I think it was in America, but it could have been in different parts of the world. Could this have been in alignment with the military or a world war? I'm kind of getting it was around some sort of military time. Very interesting. Someone in the class today was having some past, some past memories of something that happened within the military that was coming up today. Military is very heavily strong in this message today. Erika Kirk, every time I pull her energy, it's a military energy, because she was created by the military industrial complex, and maybe, just maybe, they are cooking up something else as well right now. So maybe, just maybe, they are cooking up something as well. Give me 1 second, guys. That's not it. We're gonna get back to this. There's more to show you guys. Frozen again. Well, can you guys still hear me? I can't do anything about these people's system. I like I said, every time I use it, it always freezes. I don't know. I'm gonna just stick to what I know. I'm just gonna stick to Zoom, because I don't know why it does that, but it doesn't do that usually when I'm on Zoom. So okay. So now, hold on. See, this is a distraction. The freezing, don't focus on that, because they're trying to derail me off from this message, baby. Hold on. What was I just about to say? Don't get me off this message. No. See, you see how these distractions, this ain't nothing but these little disembodied minions, these energies that live in thought forms. And when they get you to feed into the thought form, then now you are operating within the Satan body. So nope, only light and divine consciousness will dwell within this vessel and all around me. Getting me off my square. Ain't gonna happen, baby. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. Hold on. Largest meningitis outbreak. When did this happen? When did this happen? Hold on. Hold on. Something is about to come. Something's happening here. Meningitis outbreak around World War II in America peaked around 1943. Driven by crowded military training camps. The war years saw significant surges, with 13,922 total Army cases reported between 1942 and 1945, notably affecting recruits at bases. Hold on. My spidey senses is kicking in. Something is really pulling the meningitis, plugging that into military. And it's giving a World War energy. I just looked up World War II. I didn't look up World War I. Maybe there's an energy there too. Something is saying, hey, if we can look at the pattern. This is also, by the way, people in the class, When you recognize patterns too, this is also part of telepathy. When you're training yourself, if we were to expand that out, you're training yourself for telepathy. When you recognize patterns too, it's almost as if your subconscious mind is able to start guesstimating things that will happen, and then you start to react to. So I just wanted to point that out. So, goodness, eyelash. Okay, so something military with this meningitis. Listen, guys, this stuff is created by the military industrial complex. Thank you. Frequency right here. Spirit team on point. This is, they're creating this stuff. They're creating it. And if you guys recall what source said about Miss Erika Kirk, there was a very heavy cloud seeding vibration that came up for her. Every time I pull her energy, like we say, she's in the sky, she's above everyone else. She is created. The body you see is half tech. It is have like a humanoid, Ice Queen humanoid. It has tech in there. It is a military body. This is not her original body. And also this is, not her original consciousness. Her consciousness, some people say it's all the way out. No. It's all the way on mute. Okay? Her consciousness is on mute because Bao is in the driver's seat. If you were to channel her, could you see her on the other side? Yeah. But when I just tune into this timeline, she's muted. Someone else is speaking through the vessel. And this is why we're like, hey, what's going on with her? Why is she, why can't she have real life human emotions for Charlie? It's because it's not her. She's muted. She's all the way turned down. But Bao actually said that there is some part of her that was a vibrational match, that Bao was able to connect and attach. It's not that she has an attachment. No. She's one with this thing. She allowed it. And I think that she allowed it very early on because she was born into this ring, this elite ring, trained within the military and almost programmed to be whatever it is that they need her to be. And when you're programmed, you're not in your sovereignty. When you're not in your sovereignty, it leaves room for not just demonic possession, but also just to use your body as a jump room. Like Kate Middleton, Queen Elizabeth still body hops into that body. And there's another passed away royal, and it's a recent passed away royal too. I'm not sure, it's a woman. And she might still be living. Is it the woman of Kent? What's that one of Kent? I think she might still be living. The woman of Kent. Guys, what's the British? There's somebody of Kent that is coming up now again. What the heck is up with the Kent? And I know my British people, you got to know this. Duke and Duchess of Kent. I'm getting the Duchess. It's a woman. Okay. Now this could be, if there was someone else that was a Duchess of Kent or within the House of Kent that has already passed away, this person is also body hopping into the vessel of Kate Middleton. And that is the third gen consciousness. That ain't even her original self. Back from Party Pieces days. That's when we got original Kate. This is the third version, which is why it's always what? Diluted. You know how they say Kate doesn't have a personality because she's diluted. She's like Erika Kirk. Erika Kirk is muted. Kate Middleton is diluted. This is third gen we're looking at, guys, because they are disembodied spirits. Kate Middleton wasn't, but they've done so much damage to that soul, and they put all these clone bodies and stuff. So her original consciousness is muted. And this is why we were not feeling a spiritual pulse. A spiritual pulse. Energy signature has to be live, active, and online. That was not there. Deaf state. That's what we were pulling. So, and those videos are online. You can look back at it. But something about Kent. Royal Kent, that is... someone tell me... Oh, here she is. Catherine. Whoa. Catherine made her final public appearance on October 9th, 2024 to mark her husband's 89th birthday. She died at Kensington Palace. September 4th, that's Beyonce's birthday. 2025. Charlie Kirk's PSYOP situation happened on September 10th. All in the vibration of the September 11th energy. The energy field is not just that specific date. It's when the energy starts to formulate in the field. All of this is September 11th energy. And that is used for the grand siphon, right? Disembodied spirits popping into different events in different timelines. Once they get their energy there, the collective picks up on it, and then they trick us into watering their fake false energy, and then we start to take it in and as our own truth as we process it through our emotional body, and then bam, before you know it, there's another meningitis outbreak, when all this is tapping into war. World War II, meningitis outbreak. Now we're getting it doesn't matter that we're not or are in World War III. Everyone thinks that we are. So the collective is bringing this to themselves. This is why, life and death is in the power of the tongue, so speak life. But that's the disembodied spirit popping into timelines, popping into these different timelines of the different world wars. They line up with whatever was going on during that time, aka meningitis, aka all of these other things, aka body hopping and body swapping and a consciousness transfer and soul harvesting. They do that, and then you start to pick up on it through your psychic senses, because every single person is psychic. You wouldn't even be able to exist on this world. You would just be walking around and dying too fast if you didn't have a deeper spirit communication. Like, seriously, guys, it's time to come up in consciousness here. We're all psychic, right? So that is what they are doing. And then they trick you through your emotional body. They send the emotional imprints. And now we're in World War III. They don't have any power, guys. They have zero power. They only have the power that we gift to them. Yeah, you have to gift them part of your energy for them to operate, because they are not real. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up on. So this is interesting. There's a heavy Kent energy. So now we have Catherine, right? I don't know if Catherine, it's interesting because Kate Middleton's name is Catherine too. This was not supposed to be about Kate. This is supposed to be about Erika Kirk. Girl, we're going to get back to you. Don't try to throw Miss Kate Middleton under the bus, baby, when you're the one driving the bus, right? She driving the bus, yeah. It reminds me of that ride the boat, drive the boat. Megan, what's the rapper name? Megan something, not Meghan Markle, the rapper. Megan, Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, that's the one. She had this thing that she was doing years ago. I don't know. It's all connected, guys. All these celebrities, when they get you like that Beyonce song, 16 Carriages. It's about death. It's about children coming home in boxes from the war. And it had a lot to do with Kate Middleton losing her consciousness. See, the reason why Kate Middleton is popping up, because the same thing that happened to Kate is about to happen to somebody else. It's already happened to Erika, but the difference between Kate Middleton and Erika Kirk is that there's a part of Erika Kirk that was programmed to take this on. A part of Erika Kirk that was a vibrational match to it. And I know this from the hypnosis session when we released Bao from a client. We had an interview with him, and he said these exact words about Erika. And I know that was truth, right? But why is this Duchess that passed away? No, I'm sorry. Listen, you can't fool me. You can't fool me, oh. Miro sangara hingara mande tingara. Listen. Catherine made her final appearance. Catherine made her final appearance October 9th, 2024. Hold on. See, you can't fool me, try to switch it up and say Kate Middleton. No, her name's Catherine. Her name is Catherine. Catherine makes first public appearance. They don't want me to Open up my throat chakra. Don't be hating on me because I'm putting all the colors together. No, baby, don't be hating. Don't be hating. Do not be hating. Hold on. There was also a Kent resigned from Trump for not being able to investigate Charlie's death. Put the full name of that person, Kent. Duchess Kent passed away last year. Yes. Now peep this. We got Kate Middleton. Duchess. They said Duchess passed away. It said, yeah, last year, September 4th, Beyonce's birthday. Remember, those are portal dates. Beyonce holds this almost, she has this water spirit attached to her. It's a pre-primordial energy, although it predicates like it's primordial, but it's not. It's a pre-primordial energy that is attached to Beyonce. Beyonce's consciousness has been removed. It is absolutely in a bubble. And who can watch her consciousness in that bubble? Jay-Z can see it. And I think that her mother can see it as well. She's highly controllable. And she gets siphon money a lot from her. Jay-Z does that to her. But anywho, getting back on this. She passed away on Beyonce's birthday. That's the portal date. What did I say? 16 carriages. I aligned Kate Middleton with that song. That was talking about Kate Middleton's passing. When Kate Middleton was missing, her consciousness was being extracted, remixed, mind control, brain control. There was a lot that had happened to her, and it's all coming back. Kate Middleton has been coming back within my field of awareness for the past 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. And now I think her soul wants to say a little bit more. Hold on. See, Beyonce is not Beyonce. The spirit that works within Beyonce is part of what's taking some of these people out. Some of these celebrities are time capsules because all they have is the timelines they're trying to get to. So they can hop in, the disembodied spirits to hop into the timelines, cause a energetic disruption. Then you feel it, process it through your emotional body, and then boom, we're back on the 1929 timeline. We're back on the timeline of the death for the Catherines. We're back on the timeline where they're eating themselves, is what I'm getting. Because they're all these elites. There's two parts of them fighting. They're fighting within their own mind, because when we just get rid of the bodies, just go into pure consciousness, these people are at war within their right and left brain. That's all this is. They don't want to get through the duality focal point because they need the separation between the light and the darkness. When within the higher realms of consciousness, the light and the dark are one. They're not the polarities. We have to collapse that in order to expand. They don't want you to expand, so they have to hold it open like a gate. So one end, the little Satan energy holds open the death door, and then we got, the brighter day spirit is what I'm channeling, holds open the light door. But if you get to the brighter day spirit, you're not getting back to source. And if you go through the death portal, then you're getting the Anubis abyss. They're both false, and they're just holding it open, giving you two options, even though both options lead to you being their tool, right? It's all because it's a false timeline. Now, getting back, redirecting the energy, getting back. Hold on. Catherine of Kent made her final appearance October 9th, 2024. Okay. Kate Middleton, around October 9th, 2024, Catherine, Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, was focused on her return to public duties, right? After her fake chemotherapy treatments. In September, it says on October 10th, 2024, Kate made her first, public appearance since finishing chemotherapy, joining Prince William in Southport to meet with an emergency responder and the families and the victims of the local tragedy. No, nope, nope, that did not happen. Who did I say was inside of that body? It was Kent. You did it, Kent. You did it, Princess of Kent. Listen. Listen, no. Listen. You can't make it up. You can't make this up. See, the truth is hidden in plain sight. They've already told you. Catherine, the Duchess of Kent, made her final appearance October 9th, 2024. Final appearance. Kate Middleton, the next day, girl, October 10th, 2024, made her first appearance since finishing Cremo. See, Chromo, not Chromo, but almost said cremation, girl. And then I was also getting that cryogenic state, that frozen state. Last time we spoke about Kate Middleton, this was frozen as well. And I always get the frozen state, the cryogenic state. They had her body in for some time, probably when they were removing consciousness and preparing for the third Katie clone 3.0. That's what I'm saying. So listen, the Duchess of Kent, aka Catherine, that passed away, made her last public appearance on October 9th, 2024. Kate Middleton, the very next day, October 10th, 2024, makes her first appearance since disappearing for all that time. What did I say? I said the Lady of Kent, the lady that passed away, is body hopping into Catherine's body. They are a vibrational match because of the name. So Queen Elizabeth body hops into that vessel, which is not the original Kate. And then now we got this one, the Duchess of Kent or whatever she is, body hopping. Now it says, oh, Duchess of Kent didn't pass away into the next year. Nope. No, you have to understand code. If she made her final appearance, she probably already been dead. Then Kate Middleton makes her first appearance the next day. Who you think's inside of the vessel? It's obvious what has happened here. Goodness. So there's a lot of Kent energy. Now we have, let's get back into this timeline, back into present day. Now we have the meningitis happening in Kent, right outside of London. Just like this is, we got Buckingham Palace, but they also got the other palaces, which are kind of outside of London, guys. It's all kind of the same region. And when I tell you, I feel a heavy energy about something happening. There is some sort of military coup that may happen in London. It's not here. It feels very much like London, some sort of military coup. It won't be for the people, though. It will not be for the people. Okay. So now let's keep going here. Yes, we got to get to Joe Kent. We got to get to Kent Fronsvey. There's so many Kents to get through, but that came up on my spiritual desk just to know that Kate Middleton's body is still being body hopped by Duchess Kent. Okay. So, and that's important because of the Kent outbreak, which truly they say you need a vaccine for. So this is aligned with the World War II timeline. Now it's setting us up so that we can embody World War III. They have to get you to water it. That's how it works, because they don't have spiritual technology from soul and spirit. All of their stuff is through the power of manipulation, right? Yep. Hold on. There's a lot more to talk about here. Like the video, guys, and subscribe. Thank you. World War I. Meningitis was a significant cause of illness and death in World War I, thriving in crowded, unsanitary military camps, girl, causing 39% mortality among U.S. soldiers with over 5,000 cases. Do you get the pattern that we are starting to recognize the pattern? Every time there is a world war, there is meningitis. Something around the military happens as well, because the military industrial complex are the ones making this happen. Now, Erika Kirk enters the chat with the cloud seeding. This is not a human. We got to look at this is a thing. You don't know what to call it. But how do you think this thing goes viral? Through the air. Her energy is putting these things out through the air. But it is created where? The military industrial complex. So every time there is a major world war, we have some sort of meningitis outbreak that starts where? In the military, because the freaking military is created in their own labs. You're welcome. Sorry, did I say too much? I just outed you. It's created in their labs, and that's why it affects the military first. And this is also what I'm getting. They purposely allow it to affect the military, so there's not an uprising of military, of the good guys in the military, you know, causing a coup. So as if I'm channeling heavy that some sort of uprising that the UK has or England has, but it's not a good one. It's not for the people. They do stuff like this so that they subdued these people. That is why that is there. So just know that we are edging our way into World War III, because they are aligning up all the events to take place just as it has before. So now I've said that. So now let's get back into more Kent, right? Let's get back into the more of the Kent energy happening here, guys. Okay. This is like a play. This is like, I think I've duplicated this so many times. And this is probably the reason why I'm not going to the original video. I'm going to the video I did a few days ago, 3 days ago. Erika Kirk, Chucky, Out for Blood with Tucker Carlson, Charlie Kirk jump timelines, right? You can look at that. But there's a reason why now I'm showing this almost like this is a third generation, because this is the energy of these people. World War I, World War II, now World War III. This is like a 3-gen situation. So it's a play off of the first timeline. So how do we heal this? We want to get into our class that we're in, or even in the cosmic ministry. We want to go back to World War I and do our healing work. This is what I keep telling you guys about the templates. This is why working within the template, now we go into the World War templates to heal this. Back to the original infliction, right? The event. The event is World War I now, not World War II. This is where it started. So that's where we go back to that timeline to heal this current present day timeline. I hope that makes sense. Now let's look at this.
Outbreak 3 is based at the Kent Military Academy.
Did you hear that? Child's Play 3 is based at the Kent Military Academy. You know what's interesting? This kind of does look like a London or England sort of vibe. It may not be technically shot there or staged there, but if you just look at the like the energy, the energetic, because every place in the world has an energy. It either is very East Coast, you know, or very English. That's her dad's name.
And he is now 16 years old and has been sent
16 years old. Remember that song, 16 Carriages?
Erika Kirk was at that military base.
And Erika Kirk was at the military base before, the Charlie Kirk psyop happened. Everything goes back to the military. Everything goes back to popping into these different timelines. And it's about Kent. Now there's a meningitis in Kent, outside of London. And then there's a Kent that's coming up here. And then there's a Kent that just left the White House, as you guys put in the comments, because they wouldn't actually do a further investigation into the Charlie Kirk situation. what is happening with the Kents? Because this is Erika Kirk's energy. Yes, I understand her father's name is Kent, but she's a vibration of her father. This thing that is inside of that is her now because she's muted. It's a total vibration of something else, not her, right? Is in our skies. That's how this stuff is getting into to get people sick. It has to spread some sort of way. That's what Erika Kirk is almost used as a an embodiment of this said, you know, meningitis, or this said sort of flu or sickness or illness, because it is the demonic energy that is within her, not just within her, it's within a lot of these elites, that is putting the stuff out into the air, because she has a very cloud seeding energy.
Right before, the day before the incident, and now flash forward to 16 years later, he was at Kent Military School. So now what we're doing is I just wanted to show you guys that it's popping up in the movie. That's the whole point. It's popping up in the movie. So let's continue going through all this Kent stuff. Let me go ahead and clear. There's a lot of moving pieces here. I need to clear some of this off, right? Who is Kent Fronsvey? Erika Kirk's father, program research director at Arizona Tech International. Okay, a firm specializing in earned value management consulting for U.S. government agencies, like the Department of Defense, girl. So her father literally is attached to the Department of Defense. We got Erika Kirk, which the Bride of Chucky, inside of the Child's Play movie. We had Charlie Kirk being the original consciousness that transferred inside of the Dow because he was escaping a timeline where he was about to get caught. He was a serial killer, remember, before he hopped into the body of Chucky, right? I'm getting a vibe. I'm not saying that him and Erika are the same, no, but it's like they're cut from the same cloth. You know, sometimes when you're taking these lifetimes with people, it's not because you have something to learn from them. It's like the trauma bonding. They worked so well together in past timelines that they keep pairing them up. So we had Charlie hopping into the Chucky Dow, and then we get Erika Kirk in the other I can't remember, Bride of Chucky. Yep, Bride of Chucky. Then her consciousness enters the chat. They're together in that movie. They're together here. They were together in the past timeline when he was governor back in the day. I saw a future timeline of them being together again, but I think Charlie Kirk, when the timeline converged, his true essence got free. I love that for him, and I hope that that is true. But if it is not true, if he didn't make it all the way, we will see these two back again for another, another let's fool the masses psyop. Okay, so Kent Fronsvey, Erika Kirk's father, program research director at AZ Tech International, a firm specializing in earned value management. I don't even know what that means. It's a fancy word for give this man a job inside of the government agency, like the Department of Defense. Now, I don't know if it is the Department of Defense, but it says like the Department of Defense. You guys will let me know. Okay. I'm looking at something else. What's this? The shadow trail of Lori and Kent Fronsvey. Ooh, that seems like a deep dive. I'm sure if I looked at this, I'm just pulling this up for the first time. I'm sure if I looked at this long enough, we would see a lot happening. Erika Kirk's father, Kent, worked as a program manager. Yep. Defense contractor with the U.S. government. Okay, so I see this on Twitter. including Israel. Her mother, Lori Franzwey, CEO of E3 Tech Group, which has contracts with the DHS and the DOD, claims of NSA involvement for the mother appeared in some reports. A lack of full verification. Okay, I don't know what that is, but you know, they're not on the up and up. We already know that. We already know that. So if you guys find anything else about Erika Kirk's father, I'm sure there's a lot of shady stuff, you know. There's a lot of shady stuff. I'm pretty sure. Did he pass away? Or is he still living? So she divorced Kent. Erika's mother divorced him, and then they moved to Arizona. And they were originally from Ohio. What movie was that? Ohio. There was a movie and they pronounced it like that. I can't remember, but let's see. Apocalyptic prepper video on YouTube posted by Kent in 2015 that seemingly featured Erika at the end of it, modeling a backpack and a get-home bag needed for survival. These theories are prominent among the alt-right and conservative circles who believe that Erika may have been planted in Charlie's life. Girl, it wasn't a belief, girl. This is just what happened. But they're both in on it, right? Charlie's life to spy on him and was involved in his assassination. Well, that's exactly what happened. Her father's supposed link to Israel somehow support that. Conspiracy theories or not, Erika's relationship with her father remains a mystery. So they're doing prepping videos, right? It's all kind of like preparing you for what is yet to come. I'm sure there's more stuff on the father. You guys can put that in the chat, the chat for me. Kent State is university in Ohio. I'm not sure. That means anything else about Kent, something reverberating chaos through the Kent frequency. They have access somehow. Thank you, Austin. Thank you. This is about war, guys. This is about war. Now, we got Joe Kent, an American politician, former United States Army warrant officer, and former Central Intelligence Agency paramilitary officer, military again, who served as the director of National Counterterrorism Center. It's not counterterrorism, it's how can we cause terrorism is what I'm getting, from 2025 to 2026. So I don't know why this guy's coming up, Joe Kent. That came up right when I closed the video out, when we were talking about the Kent military, and then we were going to go into her father being Kent Franzwey. And then the moment I ended the live, this popped up on my feed. Then actually one of my subscribers also sent me his name. So that was already, you know, the investigation expanding. So this guy, what recently happened with Joe Kent? This guy is military too. And it says that he served as a director of National Counterterrorism Center 2025-2026. No, source is saying, no, it's to cause terrorism. And I wouldn't be surprised. Now this is where the London comes in again. Be careful. Watch out. Be watchful for terrorism, terrorist attacks. This is a military operation happening. That's why I get the military coup that I say in London that could happen. It's not a good thing. It's inverted. There's a lot of energy here. Be careful. Be careful. Tucker Carlson and Joe Kent on the American First Solution. that Trump can use to move forward on Iran. Oh, so they're going to be on tonight? Tucker and Joe? Interesting. Didn't we just get done talking about how Erika Kirk, based off of that movie, Child's Play with Chucky, that's their next victim. If he doesn't play ball, they're going to either dead his career or worse, take him out completely. And now all of a sudden, this guy who I know is not into counterterrorism, but actual terrorism, and has, held two positions in the military. And now all of a sudden he's going to be speaking with the person that Erika Kirk, Kent, is after. So we got Kent, Erika Franzway, which is her father is still a Kent. Therefore, she still holds those codes. And then we got Joe Kent, which is heavily military and, on a terrorism board. That is what it's giving in my spirit. So they're about military, death and destruction and terrorism. And then we have the meningitis outbreak, which lines up to the World War I and World War II timelines. So we get military, death and destruction, world wars. And then we get Kent. Kent is heavy. And then we got the old Kent, Duchess of Kent, body hopping into the new Catherine, from one Catherine to another. What is happening with these Kents? Running amok out here, just running amok. Kent comes from the word ken. What does it mean? It just says no. Now I need to know more about what this word means. Kent primarily refers to as a country in southeast England, derived from the Brythonic canto, meaning border or edge, also functioning as a common English surname and a given name. It embodies qualities of strength, coastal geography. That's very important. As the word, it can be Scottish verb known or to propel a boat with a pole. Interesting. I think we tapped into the poles on this last video that we were doing with Erika Kirk that led us here. And the poles are upside down. The North Pole is where the South Pole is, and the South Pole is where the North Pole is, because they turn your world upside down. You take a look at a world map, you flip it over, and that is the real positioning of the Earth. Okay? Now, something about the coastal areas, something about the water, right? As remember, the water portals, as this reset starts to happen, good God, I don't want to get into all those, trying to make it somewhere before 5. I don't know if I'm going to make it. No, I got to get there. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. No. Okay. So listen, this is all about the reset too. See, this is about, it's talking about a border or an edge, We are talking about literally walking from one world to the next. Right? What do you think is going to happen when this reset happens and we get access to the new Earth? It's in the water, because we're underwater right now. I want you to know that. It appears that you're not, and that you're just, the firmament is above, but God separated the waters from the waters and put a firmament on the top. The air is made of H2O. You are underwater. That is what you are under. We are going deeper when it's time for us to exit this place. If any people want to exit through some of those portals, there's options. So they have to tell you, all these people will be dying from the meningitis outbreaks. They will be dying from the new vaccine that they're trying to get a pandemic happening. They will be dying from the military, coups and all of this stuff, and the violence and the terrorism. But the truth is, they have to line this stuff up, because this is what's happening on the flip side, as we talked about this in the Cosmic Ministry, as it outlines in the Great Expansion, the Cosmic Bible, is that's the pony show. They're showing you this. They have to show you. So when people start missing, you'll be like, oh, they were part of the meningitis outbreak. They were part of the that terrorist attack. No. Source. There's a force actually removing people too. They're taking a lot more people. There's a lot less people on this earth, guys. It's been building and piling up since before 2020, around the 2012 area, 2015, and then it kept getting stronger. There's a lot of people leaving because the 5-night stampede is this force that is cleaning energies out. So as that's cleaning some energies out, there's also people deciding to leave. Yes, it may seem like they're dying, but they are not tasting death. I am telling you that. They are leaving and getting in position with their blueprint, because this will be the holy war. This World War III will not just be here on Earth. We will fight this in the cosmic sphere. Some of us are already gearing up. We've already started fighting this. This holy war has been happening for several years now. And heaven has been cleansing out and booting out a lot of the energies that, kind of got in on the skin of their teeth. It's because there's even collusion in that space, because we have not been getting to the proper light, the real 12th dimension, the true ancestral realm that sits right underneath the Christ realm. We've not been getting there because it's been ran by the people giving you a false light and darkness, which they are. So this is, the borders are about to change too. We're going to get pockets of terrorism, not just in the UK, but I think in America too. I think it's coming to the UK first. That's what I'm getting. There's going to be some borders shifting. We can go back to Israel. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they've been trying to do. There will be borders shifting. They're edging the borders back. Some of these people don't know. Some of the governments don't know that they are doing this with paperwork. They are diluting the paperwork. And, this is what they did here to the Black Americans. It's paper genocide is what it is. It's where they change the rules underneath you because they run all of the government. So when they go and they give you guys like psyops like this, they're in the background changing things. And before you know it, you've been paper genocided, blotted out of history, and your story has been rewritten, and put out there through the military industrial complex, through the government industrial complex, to the school industrial complex, and it's been spit out and regurgitated. And before you know it, you are a shadow of yourself. That is about to happen yet again, not just over in the, so to speak, called Middle East, but I'm getting right here in America too. And Mexico's coming up heavily. We're adding to our states. And these states will be somewhere far off. They won't be anywhere near America. We're adding. Now, they may not call it a state per se. It may be a territory. America's about to add some new territory. Because in truth, the borders have gone away because they're all fake and false anyway. But because they know that, because they are the ones who created it, they are aligning with that to gain more power and control outside, because they need access to different lands now. So they're getting rid of the borders too. So this is all the Kent energy. What's the Kent energy? Here's the guys, we don't have to go through the gamut of stuff. Watch other channels for that. We don't have to do that when we're just tapped in. I'm pulling this from my gut mind, baby. Baby, I can feel it. I just know. Listen, this Kent energy is to restructure the field, the energetic field of humanity, of the world, so that they can reseed themselves as the victors of the next timeline. So you stay in the psyop. That's all this is. And the military is in on it. And we need to cleanse and purge out of the military. There are so many ops in the military. These ops that you think are these plants that are coming from other countries, baby. Yes, I got a heavy Ukraine earlier last year, but I'm telling you, some of them are homegrown sleeper cells as well. And some of them are just sleeper cells that were nationalized, but it's just energies that have the same agenda. That's what we're getting at here. This is what this Kent energy is. And then we got Kent, the Superman, right? His name was Kent as well. What was the Superman guy's name? Clark Kent as well. You think about Superman saves the day. That's their duality right there. That's it. They're still keeping duality. You got the Superman energy, you know, holding open the Lionsgate portal, girls, what I'm getting. You got the other, you know, kind of death and destruction energy, holding that polarity, but they're still both false light. One is a freaking cartoon character, a caricature of a true superpower soul being. And the other one is just a false light that is here to implant itself into you to get your life force. But they're holding open this false portal, right? I'm telling you something about the Lionsgate portal. When is that coming up? This thing doesn't seem like it's on the up and up. Are you on the up and up Lionsgate portal? I don't know, man. Lionsgate portal? I don't know, man. You might be part of the PSYOP. I'm telling you. You might be a PSYOP. They might PSYOP this one. August 8th, right? It's an annual astrological alignment between the Earth, the Sun, and Leo, and the star Sirius. Oh, there you are, Sirius. Thank you. And the Orion's belt, right? Because we are part of a sister star system, right? We're all kind of clustered up together, right? Regarding as a powerful time for high frequency manifestation. They're going to hijack that, by the way. Spiritual awakening. Nope, they don't want you to have spiritual awakening. They'll be doing a lot of this nonsense during this time. And setting the intention specifically during July 28th to the August 12th window, right? Yep. It's the most potent energy. They don't want me to talk. Hold on. For a transformational and intentional action. All right. This thing will be a PSYOP. They will PSYOP this thing. And here's the thing. This Kent energy. Here's the thing. Listen. Yeah. Listen, Linda, listen. All of this is to get to that particular time so that they stop you. They got to lower the field. They got to bring the coups in. They have to bring in the viruses and the vax because this is going to be very potent, the Lionsgate portal. But it seems like it's being hijacked because I'm not getting very good energy. It will be their energy that is colluding the field of this Lionsgate portal, because they don't want you to have the awakening. They don't want you to get the higher frequency to manifest. In fact, here's the catch. People will be out there manifesting during this time. Oh, they will bring in some not good energies. Do not go and manifest during this 2026 Lionsgate portal. And I know what they say, but baby, this ain't going what it's going to be. It's given there's going to be a demon controlling things and putting things out there and siphoning energy is what I'm getting. Okay. I could go on and on with this, but I don't think there's a need to. I think I'm done here. Okay. All right. Rewatch the video. I know I was talking fast, girl, but, you know, the information was just informationing. So I just had to, you know, get it out there, right? I had to get it out there. I love you guys. Noted 8-8. Yep. And these are things, guys, keep track. If you're in the cosmic ministry, keep track of these things so we can start to go in and shift the energy. We need to get out of this Kent vibration and out of all this stuff. But nevertheless, Erika Kirk is still at the head of this stuff because whatever the energy, the bowel energy inside of her is over all of this, guys. It's over the whole thing. It was already spotted in the movie. It's all about the Kent, which is the military, right? And the Kent, which is separating from the borders, separating the waters from the waters. I wouldn't be surprised if we have some sort of natural disaster, hurricanes, typhoons, like tsunamis, stuff like that, guys. The waters from the waters are being separated because we are in a holy war. World War III will be part of the holy war. It's because the holy war has already happened above. So as below, right? Or reverse that. I'm getting the holy war has already happened below. So reverse that. We are above. Catch it? I think we are above. I think it's reversed. I think that when you go down deeper, that's where you get into the good energy. Maybe to the actual real heaven because it's an ascension, right? It's an ascension. Because all of this is within you. The planets are within you. All of the zodiac signs, they're all within you. And these are energies that you have to tame. So how do you get access to that? And these are the true proper timelines. It happens when you do the healing. You will never get to the true proper timelines without going and ascending in. And when you have that ascension in, right, I think it actually takes you to the true heaven and to all of these true planets and whatnot. But I think it's reversed, just much like the physical map. Okay, I have to go. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in the next one, guys.